Hi, my name is Kereen Getten. I'm the author of When Life Gives You Mangoes and Two Sisters, part of the Voices series. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about my journey into publishing. So I've been writing for a really long time, for years, but I mainly just wrote for myself because I didn't really think my stories were interesting enough to be published. And I didn't really see anyone that looked like me in publishing. But that was the dream when I thought about what I wanted to do. Ultimate dream was to have a book published. So I just wrote for myself for quite a long time. And then maybe about 5 or 4 years ago, I decided to give it a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I started entering short story competitions because I was familiar with that format. I'd written a lot of short stories before. So I started entering short story competitions and didn't get anywhere for quite a long time, but I kept entering. And then finally, I started to get a few published and won a few competitions, which encouraged me to continue. And then I came across the Fab Prize, which was run by Faber Publishing, and that was for underrepresented writers and illustrators. So for writers, they asked you to send in a first chapter, which I did. I sent in what was When Life Gives You Mangoes, because I only had one chapter for that. I'd written one chapter, I'd got stuck, didn't know where to go with it, so I'd saved it. And that's what I do with all my work. I never get rid of anything. It doesn't matter if I've got a chapter, a paragraph, a sentence. I save everything because I might need it some other time. So I had this chapter, sent it off to Faber. It didn't win, but it got highly commended, which just blew my mind that it even got recognized. And then I came across another competition. It was the Div Pit Twitter. It wasn't a competition, it's more a pitch to agents. And that's on Twitter. And if you're not familiar with that, so you pitch your work within however many characters that Twitter allows you to. You pitch your work, and if agents are interested, they'll like it, and then you send your work to them. So one of the agents that liked my pitch at the time was Alice Sutherland Hawes, who's now my agent. She at the time worked for Madeline Milburn Agency. So I sent my work to her and she liked it and signed me in November 2017, I think. And the work that I sent in to her wasn't When Life Gives You Mangoes. It was a completely different book. We worked on it for 6 months and then we sent it out to publishers, but it didn't really get anywhere. It didn't work. So I went away, thought about it, went back to my folder where I'd saved all this work. And I came across When Life Gives You Mangoes, rewrote it, sent it to her. She liked it and she sent it out to publishers. And I think we sold to the US a few weeks later and to the UK not long after. And then it came out October 2020, which was just mind blowing to see your work out there in the real world. So I think if I have any advice for you, it's to be consistent, to write every day if you can. It doesn't matter what you're writing, just write something, even if it's a diary. And always, always save your work, because what you've written might not work for your story now, but it might work for a different story at another time. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you at the moment. But good luck with the Jericho competition, and I wish you all the best.